Again, and it is my honor and privilege to be here to share with you the plans and the work program of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Marine Resources. We're charged with a very serious responsibility of ensuring food security, food safety, and we have taken this very, very seriously, and our commitment is high, as are our hopes and our determinations. The COVID-19 crisis has, for us, stimulated a high degree of urgency and greatly fueled our focus to the need to enhance and to transform our food and agricultural system so as to achieve a greater degree of food self-reliance and reduce the food import bill, to transform the production systems to be more resilient in the face of climate change. Thus, we are faced with the pressing need to promote and improve the growth of the agricultural sector to contribute to a greater portion to the economic activity of our federation. Our vision speaks to the fact and to the view that our agricultural sector can be technologically driven, competitive, market-oriented, and can contribute meaningfully to national development. In light of our many realities, that we have embraced a new vision for the agricultural sector. And this vision sets out to enhance the agricultural sector so as to increase the production of food and to improve food security. Over the last 9 months, we have partnered with our stakeholders. We have strengthened our efforts to ensure that we stimulate greater economic growth in the agricultural sector through the development of a well-coordinated planning and the implementation framework that is interactive and effective and involves full participation of all stakeholders. The Honourable Prime Minister would have referred to two very large forums which were held earlier this year, which involve farmers and another officials. And this was the setting ground for us to move forward with our work program for this year. For us, this is a time of enhancement, a dispensation of transformation, and an era of reform. We have embarked on policy response that will comprise of increasing local production while concurrently reducing the importation of crop and livestock products. The record reflects that we have a very heavy dependency on importation, and government has embarked on a transformation plan to reduce the amount of fruits and vegetables that are being imported. Our COVID-19 relief program provided by the government was a tremendous help in 2020, and it was very successful for the agriculture and fisheries sectors. This generous stimulus package of some 10 million has helped farmers and fishers to get back on their feet and to reboot this economy and the sectors. Government boosted support for the fisheries sector through the COVID-19 relief program and ensured the livelihood of many. And we even saw increase in the number of persons joining both the agricultural in terms of crop and livestock and the fisheries sector. The stimulus money received from government was also put to work in order to enhance the nation's ability to weather the ongoing impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The rollout of the stimulus package was strategically implemented to provide well-needed support to our farmers and our fishers. The records are clear. We saw land preparation. We saw the provision of very important inputs, and we saw the results in terms of production. Availability of land has been one of the issues that we have been addressing in most recent time. Its management and its use. This is an area of great concern and challenge. And we know many persons who are in agriculture, in crop and livestock, some of whom would have liaised with the ministry to address those areas of concern. The ministry has been reviewing and is working to strengthen the conditions laid out in our agricultural rental land arrangements to ensure that agricultural land is being used for its intended purpose and the land is not inactive, or in terms of development, it is not there and not involved in the contribution to the agricultural sector. We are addressing the many irregularities with our land to correct the several anomalies that currently exist. I want to encourage persons to be faithful to their land rental fees as far as possible. The stimulus package of 2020 was indeed a tremendous boost for us, and it's allowed us to pivot into this new era of transformation. The government of St. Kitts Nevis has invested this year over 15 million, in fact, $15,845,890 for the development of agriculture for 2021. The funding includes the recurrent and capital expenditure, with 3 of the 5 million that the Prime Minister spoke of as an agricultural development package. This will enable us to complete a number of very urgent and well-needed projects. Our plan includes the Agricultural Water Management and Solution Programs, Barefoots Development, Agricultural Extension Services and Support Program, and we are glad to report that in livestock and in crop, we have addressed the extension services, and we now have extension officers manning all areas, all districts throughout our island. Marketing strategies are being addressed, the abattoir development, public market development, training and development for farmers, both livestock and crop, and in fisheries, agricultural education initiative, and we have recently launched the Agricultural Peace Initiative. During the first quarter for 2021, we saw some increase and enhancements, and we are indeed encouraged by them. The marketing unit saw some 34% increase in the number of buyers. In that same quarter, sales to hotel, because of the closure of hotels, have been seriously affected. But the number of farmers who have benefited from the storage facility increased by over 21%. Payments to farmers for the sale of produce fell dramatically again because of the closure of the hotel. And so as soon as we return to some level of normalcy, then the efforts that are being implemented now will surely pay off in a big way. We are working to better equip our pack house so that harvest produce can be more efficiently prepared for distribution to markets. We have seen the re-establishment of the Foy's Outreach Center, which we have recently resurrected and re-established. We see now 60% of the area now under land preparation and production. Crops have been planted, dashi in Edos. They're about 80% germination after a period of 2 months. Pineapple, we are sourcing some 10,000 slips of pineapples for the area. Sweet peppers and many other crops, yams, kush, tanya, ginger, they're all being targeted for that area. And Foy's will be a tremendous area for us in terms of production. And our intention is to remove the importation of roots and tubers by the work that is being done in that area. A lot of land has been reclaimed and disseminated to potential farmers. Our pest control program continues to be a very forceful and progressive program for us. We do have still the challenge with damage to crops, particularly by monkeys and pigs, and these animals have caused significant yield loss. But we have risen to the challenge. We have responded with training of farmers and trappers, the construction of trapping devices. Currently, we have traps under construction for both backyard farmers and regular farmers. We have invested heavily in several methods to curb the problem. The ministry has invested in 2 main areas of control and prevention. We have just received a supply of solar panel fence, and these will be distributed to our farmers. One of the areas which have been troubling for us, though, has been dog bites, attacked by dogs. And we have seen a dramatic increase in the first quarter. So the department will be addressing this problem to help farmers reduce this loss, which is currently being experienced. So far for the quarter, we have removed some 214 animals, which monkeys and pigs, from farms that have caused damage, and that is a work in progress. Crop production during the first quarter, cabbage production has increased by 1,050%. There has been a significant increase in tomato production by 59%. Cantaloupe production has increased by 400%. There are some crops that have fell in output, decline in pumpkin production, and that was mainly due to fungal infection. Carrot seeds were unavailable due to the supply restraints that have lingered from the impact of COVID, but this is currently being addressed. Sweet potato, watermelon, and yam saw a notable increase of 38.7%. And Dr. Challenger will speak to the livestock, but in terms of the production, beef production has increased by 70%, goat production increased by 112% in this quarter, mutton production increased by 16%, and pork increased by 70%. Overall, we see an increase of 67% over the same period in 2020. The night market has been a very important strategy for us. It has been well supported and continued to grow in attracting both vendors and buyers. We saw at the last one, there will be 3 more held this year. We saw at the last one over 60 participants, including farmers, fishers, agro-processors, hustlers, and so on. This is a free marketing event coordinated and sponsored by the Ministry of Agriculture. And the idea is not only to provide them with a forum for their sale, but again, to revive the use of the market, and meetings are being held this week, Thursday, with vendors who are currently on the street to cement this. We have seen in the marine resources and fisheries, fish landings for reef species in the first quarter. We have seen an increase, 54%, fish costs in coastal pelagic fishery. We have also seen an increase of 25% over the last quarter, which was in 2020. There has been some significant increases in fish caught, particularly in lobster and so on. There have been some areas where we have had challenges, and we are addressing those challenges in terms of the fisheries. But to move on quickly, we have invested over $500,000 in several 30 by 100 feet shade houses. They are currently on island, and we are preparing now to work with our farmers to strategically place those shade houses so that they can also boost production. Water solutions, we have been busy with addressing that very serious problem. Some dams have already been repaired. Dams located in St. Peter's, Keon, Parsons, Brotherson, they have been repaired, and some are currently in use, and others are waiting rainfall. Our Farmers Assistance Program has seen the opportunity for us to further liaise with our farmers so that we can partner well in terms of ensuring production and addressing a number of the challenges that they have. This is a work in progress, and as we go on in the program, we will indeed update you on other areas. Thank you.